Exchange.
What's up, guys? Your boy Russ again, back with another one. On this one, man, I'm gonna get straight to it. This is a vlog I should have done a long time ago, probably when I first got the vehicle, because I've had a couple people ask me, Russ, how much you paid for your Hellcat. So let's start it off with this. I'm gonna put up a couple photos of the two cars I had to decide from, which was, you know, the black one that I have, and then the indigo blue one that were at the dealership when I went up there to try to get a car. All right, there you go. Those are the pics of the cars. I included the two stickers showing all the details, you know, all the options on both cars. The indigo blue one, it had the sunroof and it had the cargo net. That's the only two things that it had that this car does not have. Obviously, I went with the black. The black was a better choice. If you watch some of my previous vlogs, I originally went up there to trade my 392 and my Silverado for a Trackhawk, but it did not work out. So, didn't get the Trackhawk. They showed me a SRTG. No way I was going to do that and have the same vehicle as a 392 except four-wheel drive. So I opted to select from the two Hellcats, and I picked mine, the black one, Raven. So let's start with I went up there with no loan, no pre-approved loan from a bank. Now, whenever you're buying a vehicle, you want to go up there with a pre-approved loan for a pre-approved amount. So, taking in consideration your car that you're looking at is $35,000. You want to go in there with at least, in my opinion, to cover taxes, titles, all that, just a $40,000 loan. But you know, 9 times out of 10, you won't get the vehicle less than the $35,000 anyway. So you just want to do that. That's a great option, because what you don't want to do is go in there like how I did, with no loan, and they do what they call shotgun your credit, which is they sending it out to multiple banks to see if someone will accept it, and what the interest rate is going to be, what the down payment they're requesting, things of that nature. So if I can go back in time, man, I would have tried to get a pre-approved loan, but it would have been, in my opinion, I'm not going to say harder. I mean, it kind of would have been harder, because you got to think, like, some of the banks that they throw up or they shoot your credit out to, they're not local. So you can have a bank all the way in Alaska that accepts the deal, or wherever, in Oregon, whatever, they'll accept the deal, and you know, the car dealership take care of all that. Now, if you out there trying to search on your own or try to get approved on a bank or buy a bank on your own, I mean, that might be a little harder process, because they have the system where they can just, you know, tap it in and it gets shot out. But yeah, so they did that with my loan, or with my credit. They shotgunned it out. It probably took like a week and a half, I think. It's probably a week and a half when it came back like, hey, we got a deal. You've been approved by such and such bank. I was like, okay. So when I went up there, so we had negotiated a number that I was comfortable with. And when I went back up there, the number had changed, obviously. So the loan was for, hold your breath. This ain't for the squeamish. The loan was for $84,000. And my payment is $1,177, and it's for 72 months with 4% interest on the loan. That's why if I would have went in there with a better credit score, 720 or higher, I probably would have been looking at like a 2.5, anywhere between like a 2 and a 2.9 interest rate or something like that. I would say a 2 and a 2.9. But since I went in there with a credit score of 690, which is like, it's a good score, but it's not a good score, if you get what I'm saying. Like, it's a good score, but it's not, you want to be in the 700s and above when it comes to credit score. So I had to think to myself, like, okay, the deal's approved. I got the $10,000 that they're requesting. This number is not that bad. Do you want to do it? And you know, I already talked to my wife and everything, and I told her, like, if I was to be able to get this car, like, this is it. Like, I'm not even going to talk about no other car. Like I said, the next car will be for her. It'll only be fair. You know, she let me, I ain't gonna say she let me, but she knew that I wanted this car, and we agreed upon getting it. And this is my last car, man. I'm not purchasing another vehicle ever again. In one of my previous vlogs, I said the next car I get will be leased. I couldn't lease this car. I had to finance this car, but I'm extremely happy, man. And I know a lot of people gonna say you overpaid $84,000 because you can get a what? Starting for a Daytona was $82,000, and it's like, yeah, that's starting. But now we gotta add on all of my circumstances, you know, with the negative equity on my truck and all that stuff. Now we gotta add that on. Like, that just, I would have been well over 100 grand. So they discounted the car, the little 7,000 whatever with the power dollars. I put down the 10, so it looked like I put down 17,000. They had to put some the negative equity back on my loan, if you get what I'm saying. Because you gotta think, the car probably went from 69,000 back up to where it is, you know, with taxes, titles, all that, back up to 84,000. And 84,000 is a big number. 1177 is a big number, but I'm perfectly fine with it. You know, I work hard to be able to pay for my cars. Like, I pay both of my car notes. You know what I mean? So it's not like somebody else is paying for my vehicles. It's like, they're my vehicles, so I pay for both of them. Yeah, I was perfectly fine with that, man. And it was an investment. Also, it was an investment in myself, you know, with this whole YouTube thing. Like, I knew I always wanted a track hawk or a Hellcat. Now that I got it, it's like, I'm gonna keep pushing this YouTube content. I'm gonna keep building my car the way I want. You know, all of my cars, as you see, like, I do my own touch on them. I get them looking the way I want, sounding the way I want. And that's how I like it, man. Everybody got their vice. Some people like guns. Some people like taking trips everywhere, like, all the time. Like me, I like having an extremely dope car. My wife loves to travel, so I'm always down to travel with her, so we still do that. But the car is my thing. Like, that's, when I get in my car and I'm driving around, like, I just like having a good looking car. I like having it sound good and just enjoying the overall feeling and experience of your car, man. Like, I only had this car for what, 4 months, and I'm already at almost 6,500 miles, you know, because I drive my car. Like, I daily this. I didn't buy a Hellcat to drive it on the weekend. Like, that don't even make sense. I don't understand why people do it. Like, you don't spend all this money to have a weekend car. Like, no. I'm gonna drive this every day, all day, because that's what I do. So I know I'm going off topic, but just to recap, My loan is for $84,000 for this car. $84K. My payment is $1177 a month. My insurance on this is $170 for this car. $170. So it brings my grand total up to, what is that, $1347 for this car. So I'm paying $1347 a month for this car. And to me, I can afford it. So that's what it is. I mean, it ain't a way to sugarcoat it or whatever. I work hard every day, like I said. So, but just to reiterate and just to say this, you can only do what your finances allow you to do. Don't listen to nobody else when they say, oh, you should do this, oh, you should do that, oh, you should have paid this, oh, you should have paid that. If you're not even in a position to get a vehicle like this, then leave your comments and concerns to yourself. You know what I mean? Be happy for other people. If I saw somebody else with this car, I'd be like, you know what? That's dope. I'm gonna try to go get me one. And that's my attitude. Like when I got the Scatpack, I was like, I want a Scatpack. Got it. I was like, oh, I want a track hawk. Tried to get it, didn't get it. But I was like, I'll take a Hellcat. And I went out and got it, man. That's all you gotta do, man. If you see something you like, just set that goal to get it. And I guarantee you get it, man, with hard work and dedication. So if you're new to the channel, man, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, turn on that notification bell. If you're a returning subscriber, I thank you. I appreciate you. You're number one. We're going to keep going up for 2020. Everybody stay safe, stay blessed, stay corona free. And until the next one,